Get your food. Who? Get in the car? Who? Nay. Get your food. Get your food. If you say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh my grandma, say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out.
Wagwan, guys, what's going on? I hope you're doing well. Guys, this is a very good story. Interesting. It's morbid. It's just one of those things where, you know, it's the sequence of events that took place is just eerie. But it's all interesting. Just the timing and how things actually took place. It's very interesting to say the least. But you have this woman and her child, 14-year-old son, carry out acts to commit murder, allegedly. Suspect 1 was the woman. Suspect 2 was her child, her son. And supposedly there was an argument that ensued inside of the restaurant. And it led, first and foremost, I'm going to say this. It's whack to, like, you know, put your hands on a woman. It is what it is. At the end of the day, it's whack, you know. So with that being said, what I believe I saw, what took place is there was an argument going on. I'm not too sure if who incited the argument. Obviously, it looks like the male definitely incited the argument. Okay, just from my looks of it, no gun was drawn, nothing was happening. If he felt he was in danger, he could have left. Okay, I don't know if she was. I don't know if she was even able to leave at that moment. You see what I'm saying? You know, as a woman, this guy's the male. I know it's other people there, but I don't know if she felt safe. I don't even know if she felt as if she could leave. That's a good argument right there, okay? So she calls her son. She calls the backup. She's texting him. She's like, hey, it's this man, grown man. No one's doing anything. As you can see, there's a black man, older black man there. I got the video on loop. As soon as this young dude throws a punch, the old black guy dips. That was what he needed to see. Like, the argument was going on, everything was happening. That was cool. It was all talk. As soon as they start throwing hands, he dipped. And you can see that if you know, you can play it in slow-mo, you can kind of stop it. You'll see him dip. When that happened, I'm guessing the son is already by the door waiting for something to jump off, because she texted him like, hey, it looked like something is about to happen. They're reporting that she has her concealed carry permit. Gun is registered under her name. Everything is legal. Now, the thing is, the 14-year-old discharged it, so they're like trying to throw charges on top of her for defending herself. She's supposed to be carrying the weapon, but instead she called her son to basically shoot him. They're also reporting that she was telling her son to shoot a woman that I believe was inciting the argument as well with the man. Some of the things they do not have on video that they allege that has happened. My whole thing is this: you can put holes in anybody's story. This story, unfortunately, has a lot of holes. This story could be spun as, of course, the mother and the son duo definitely could be labeled as the aggressors, because they are responsible for the loss of life in this incident. The response from the guy who, you know, is dead now could be taken as he was acting in self-defense. He felt threatened. He felt like he was being taken hostage, and that was his only recourse of action, right? Just, you know, just as it looks, I believe someone could argue that the fact, and here goes another thing, the fact that these people are labeled as suspects, they fled the scene. Not to say that people don't do that, right? You can definitely do that, flee the scene. You don't feel like that whole area, it was happening in Chicago. You may feel like the area was unsafe. You want to get to a safer location. I understand that, but that just that shows deception. You don't normally do that, right? That shows you were there. I mean, I'm just gonna leave it at that. But then they did turn themselves in, right? But it's just very sad that they weren't the first ones to call and report on this. You know what I'm saying? It just seems that that automatically puts a difference. Cause you want, you was hit. This man hit you. Unacceptable. I 100% agree. Unacceptable. The son was already, in a cut by the door. You know what I'm saying? You hitting my mom or whatever, you about to get blasted on. Straight up, I feel as if that situation, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he was probably justified for doing that. But then just at a certain point in time, that is out the window. I can see we can make up all these other elaborate ideas of what took place or what's similar and how, how people commit fraud, hit and runs and all this type of stuff, and or fraud through insurance. You're getting into these crashes, but it's your fault. You're the one who's you're at fault in all these crashes, but you're trying to commit fraud and get paid off of this, is what I'm saying. So you can see how there could be some deception in these people's stories. This guy's, your son's 14 years old. Why even create a situation where your son who's 14 years old have to discharge a weapon? It's just things like that. And you didn't turn yourself, you didn't alert the authorities. You turned yourself in after the fact. Just a lot of things it's your firearm, but yet it's not on you. And you're directing traffic and all this stuff, and you're telling your son, there's people there saying you told your son to shoot someone else. That's my whole thing. But I'm gonna say, obviously, with all that being said, don't put your hands on a woman, dude. You think you know what I'm saying? You think you can steal, I'm just being real. This is a grown woman. You feel me? You think you can steal off on a woman and you a man and people are gonna be cheering for you? That's not cool with me, man. It is what it is. Hopefully everything works out right for these people. For these guys, the mother and son, because at the end of the day, they were definitely defending themselves. It was it happened right there. I know they may have not done everything correct, but I did believe they were in imminent danger. I do believe that. Peace, guys. I'm out. And they protected themselves. So, yeah. Peace.